Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Haunting Ground, which was the winner of a little poll I ran a couple of weeks ago now, determining what I should play next after I finished Silent Hill Homecoming. And yeah, here we are. So it's quite an interesting game. It's been a couple of years since I last played it, so I'm probably going to have to fumble around for a little while and just sort of relearn exactly how to play. But I do remember sort of beat by beat the most interesting stuff that happens. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sort of rediscovering this game live with everyone. It should be a lot of fun. Just make sure that's all correct. Yep. So yeah, with it, we might as well just jump into it, and you can see exactly what it's all about. I'm sure that opening cutscene probably gave you a pretty good look. Got quite a psychological, but also very psychosexual, really, horror game. And it was made in 2005, I believe. So around the same time as The Room, Silent Hill 4 The Room was made, which my video on that delves into those themes a bit as well. This game is even less subtle about what it's trying to do. I think, quite a lot of the time it's quite clever. Sometimes it's not, but we'll reach those moments when we come to them. So yeah, we're off to a great start. This game also has a really tremendous soundtrack, which you probably may have already identified, but we'll soon discover anyway. Yeah, that was my best friend that just went running by. Can tell the animators were slightly too proud of the cloth physics they got going there. Cool. Alright, so the game begins. Just let me know if the game audio, I feel like every new game I try, game audio might clash with my own voice. If that happens, just let me know. But you have already just like a great sort of sense of place and setting, and Yeah, really one of my favorite memories of this game is this opening segment with this music, actually. Um, I've used this music many times before to create mood and atmosphere in sort of, well, while I'm writing, but also during stuff like tabletop role-playing. It's a favorite track of mine to return to, just because it has this sort of sense of eerie desolation. And you can see that, yeah, there's quite a, I think the ideal level of detail in this environment, I'd like to say, exactly the right amount of things going on. I think, yeah, stylistically, the game still looks really, really beautiful. And I guess, like, the funny thing, it really shows how important audio is to horror game design. Because in any other game, a setting like this might not be so creepy, but the moment you add music like this over it, all of a sudden, yeah, you're feeling a lot more trepidation about what's going to come next. So this game is kind of a successor to the Clock Tower games, and I still haven't got my hands on all of those. I played a few of them, but not on stream. They sort of passed me by when they originally came out. So I've only got my hands on Clock Tower 3, which Capcom also made, and also Clock Tower for the PS1, which is actually Clock Tower 2, I think. Hey, Future Cityscape, good to see you. Long time no see, I think. How's it going? But yeah, Haunting Ground is kind of a successor to those games in that you're really quite defenseless and you just have to run around and find places to hide. Been a hot minute indeed, yeah. No, I think, yeah, a lot's been happening, so I guess it's totally understandable. It's been nice to get back into streaming though. Yeah, I did miss it.
I've gathered some clothes for you.
Doing all right. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I hope you continue to deal all right with the health stuff. Look after yourself. But yeah, it's good to have you here. Good to see you.
Excuse me, but where are we? And how did I get here? Yes, Master. We will keep her here for a while. I will make sure she stays comfortable.
Getting answers? Yes, always a plus. That's good. Scare the crap out of you as a teenager. It is pretty effective. It's been a couple of years since I last played it. So I'm hoping that amount of time has left me like vulnerable again. I do remember some of the sections in this game. I think the first two sections, or the first two stalkers, very creepy, and yeah, the themes as well. There's obviously a lot to say about that. Sometimes I think this game does get a lot right. Sometimes I feel like it makes a few missteps, mainly with the unlockable costumes. I seem to remember sort of feel quite antithetical to the actual point of the game's themes, but that's alright, I guess. It's 2005, I suppose. Times change. House as an enemy was bewildering to me. All the ways you can die just interacting with the mansion freaked me out. Yeah, that's something I wanted to touch on as well, is how the space is actually weaponized against you. You have this really nice looking space, but also overtly hostile. You can't really trust anything, which I do really like. Call me old-fashioned, but I prefer a normal set of clothes to these bed sheets. Right, and we'll get changed. Change clothes, yes. Yeah, no, it's very creepy. Yeah, as I said, it leans into the voyeurism inherent in Silent Hill 4 and ramps that up to an incredibly uncomfortable extreme. It's a very uncomfortable game to play and to watch, which I think proves that the developers, did their job right. Like with these repeated shots to the portrait, I mean, they clearly, knew what they were doing. Okay. Dressed into this outfit, which doesn't really preserve any sense of modesty either, which of course plays right into creepy old man portraits, hands, eyes, I guess. Yeah, I think.
Wait a minute. I remember being in the car with.
Okay. That worked, but now what should I do? If I could just find a map of this place, then I could get my bearings. Okay, can now kick and throw, crouch, back step, push background objects, and charge. Ambience for this game 11 out of 10. Listen to it repeatedly. I'm very glad to hear you say that. It's just phenomenal. Phenomenal sound design. I've used it many times while writing and stuff to set the mood appropriately. So we've got a kick here. Let's run as that. Okay. I'm sure I'll forget that immediately. But yeah, a lot of what this game does is really lean into the theories of the gaze, which Lacan brings forward in a lot of his writing, which is the idea that looking at something is inherently possessive, that's a human being looking at something inherently attempts to possess it or exert control over it, at the very least. And this is one of the games that is actually able to utilize the conventions of the genre, which is these fixed camera angles, or at least like dynamic fixed camera angles, whatever you want to call them, where the camera is not really controllable by me, much like how it's done in Silent Hill, is that the game is actually using these genre motifs as part of the design. So you have the themes of this. I don't actually know how old she's supposed to be. I think she's only meant to be 18 years old. Like this entire castle not just being hostile, but the player is sort of fulfilling this voyeuristic role and inhabiting the role of the controller or the stalker, or however you want to phrase it. And I think what it does is really clever, and you're going to see lots of examples of that as this continues. And for anyone who's already played it, I mean, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Is this blood? Don't know why I always associate the camera angles more with Fatal Frame than Resident Evil, even though it comes from Resident Evil. Artistic control of each shot makes it more artistic, like Fatal Frame for me. That's fair. I think it's interesting how, like, Resident Evil might have started that motif, but other games actually went on to use it sort of much more effectively, one could argue. Actually building it into... I get what you mean. I think, they do manage to do something really special with actually weaponizing these camera angles that we're only in the first Resident Evil for like technological reasons, I suppose, because they had pre-rendered backgrounds and such, right? It's been a long time since I played the original PS1 version of that game. Lavender. This does the each shot / camera angles of painting as well as Fatal Frame, which I never got from the Resident Evil series. Yeah, there is something, yeah, really artistic about picking the specific camera angle. I think you do get, I guess, like a sense of the cinematic, but yeah, also sort of a sense of like a landscape painting. That is slightly dynamic because of the agency the player actually has to, like, you know, walk from one side of the room to the other, and the camera will follow you, sort of like a tracking pair of eyes, as we saw in that initial segment, right? With the portrait of the old man, who we'll discover more about later. But yeah, you're right. Like, I hadn't necessarily thought to compare them directly to a painting, but I think you're onto that, onto something with that Future Cityscape. I do really like thinking of it as sort of, yeah, like a painting frozen in time. Not to state the obvious, but this is clearly the castle study. Thank you. I wonder if that's because the house is an enemy. Like in Resident Evil, the enemies are primarily the zombies and walking creatures. But yeah, Fatal Frame and Haunting Ground both have the house or location. It's just as hostile as the creatures. I think possibly, even if, you know, we're queuing into that like invisibly, obviously I bring that up with Silent Hill a lot too, is the fact that, yeah, we feel like Silent Hill is watching us with the fixed camera angles. Silent Hill is letting us see only what Silent Hill wants us to see. I think I talked about that in my Silent Hill 2 video. And yeah, you get the same sense of dread out of the space just because of what the game allows you to see. Like, you come in here and you don't know if there's going to be anything in the corner, for instance. So you do have to sort of make that plunge. The camera isn't situated behind you. And yeah, I was reading this fascinating book about how Resident Evil revolutionized the horror genre with Resident Evil 4. Obviously they shifted it away from these camera angles, and they empowered the player in a sense in Resident Evil 4. Okay, so it begins. The real game begins here. But yeah, they gave the player a lot of power, and the author of this book considered that to be the real turning point in the genre for a long time, shifting from sort of more marginalized voices or representation of female characters to just like generic male power fantasy, like shoot up the room sort of thing. So in a sense, Haunting Ground, maybe you could consider like the last gasp of this form of horror game until, you know, fairly recently again, I think. But we did go through a long phase of like action horror, sort of, you know, in the PlayStation 3 era and through the PlayStation 4 era too, really. Okay, so this is the main chunk of the gameplay, is running away. Whole PS3 era was renowned for its grey-brown shooters, even in horror games. Absolutely. It's just really depressing looking back on it. Okay, so we've got to go hide somewhere. And we can't hide in the same place over and over again because they will eventually figure it out. So we'll hide under the bed. The first place anyone should look, but hopefully this guy won't think to do it. And to respond to your previous point, Future Cityscape, yeah, Fatal Frame and Haunting Ground take place in older, dilapidated places, while Resident Evil tends to happen in more urban areas. I've been doing a lot of research into that kind of thing this year. Sort of the split between like old spaces and new spaces. And I was having a chat yesterday to someone actually, and they said, you know, like old stuff is haunted, and we really, you know, I think that's sort of the long and short of a lot of what I've done, is really trying to tap into the like the question of why time naturally just grants that sort of haunted feeling to like everything, from technology to this old castle. We just inherently sort of connect sort of ghosts or spirits or hauntings or all these kinds of things to these older spaces, in a way that we don't necessarily with like these more modern urban spaces. I mean, they can still be really creepy and they can still be haunted, but often like, I don't want to say there's a feeling of cheapness or anything, because there's obviously a lot of great horror games set in modern spaces, but they do have a different kind of impact, right? They do, just on a subliminal level, make you feel differently about what's going on. I think that's really, really interesting, and something that I've been really preoccupied with for quite some time, is trying to unpick like these sort of temporal connections, like how does like space and time, how does that link itself together to create spaces like this. Older spaces are unwelcoming. Like, you're not from the era the architecture was for. You're an outsider element. Absolutely. I think that's a great observation and like a significant part of it, because there's just, I've noticed like in like modern buildings that have become like abandoned or dilapidated, there's a different sense of loss, or a different feeling of melancholy, I think, that presents itself, whereas in these old spaces, like they're so distant to us that we do feel like an outsider, like I suppose from a temporal perspective to start with, but perhaps we're also sort of swept up in the different styles of architecture and the grandeur of it, in a sense. And I do think that there is a large distinction between like a modern abandoned space and a space like this, and that's really where a lot of my current thoughts are sort of going towards, in my own personal research. And I do hope to be able to share that kind of stuff more on the channel, particularly next year is the plan. But it's an endlessly fascinating question to me. I'm just obsessed with like video game space and how they how each space like presents itself differently, and all the connections that we can draw between all these different kinds of space. So I've been trying to categorize this stuff and really think it through, and think of all the different like forms of play that we're enacting within these games and across genres as well, not just within horror. But obviously that's been sort of one of my great preoccupations. But there's a lot of stuff that like kicking around in my head. So many scripts that like need to be written. So much stuff that needs to be recorded. I just haven't had the time. But I am looking forward to doing more of that stuff. I really am excited to do more, because I wanted to do a lot more this year, but obviously it just hasn't panned out exactly the way that I thought it would. But that's all right. To that modern versus older, I think part of that is you can relate to modern buildings and modern values. With these older buildings, they come from eras where the people who own them have held completely different values. Exactly, what was right and wrong is viewed differently. Even the ethos of the space is foreign to us. I think that's a great observation. I think I'm going to have to delve into that a bit more as well. That's great. I love that. Is that like perhaps to some degree that while it may have been a human that built these spaces, these were humans with totally different sets of values than our own, and like we can see like what kind of space does that produce. That's fascinating. I love that. I'm gonna have to think on that one. That's really good. Thank you. Oh, I keep pressing square to sprint. Their odd values would make what we consider evil actions, but to them it was justified. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have a long think about that one. That's really cool. I've really, yeah, like at the moment I've sort of been considering, yeah, quite strongly the voyeuristic aspect. This is a bird cage. Looks like the remaining husk of a bird in the cage, and how it links to like tourism. So like when we're in a space like this, we're sort of kind of.
It's not a computer, that's for sure. It has alphabetic keys, though.
What on earth could it be? Okay. I don't want to use this right now, do I? I need to check the parchment I got. But yeah, we're sort of like tourists in this space, and I've really been trying to examine how game mechanics both encourage or disencourage tourism, and that's something I'd like to talk about. I'd like to start playing through Haruspex soon as well, and I really think that will be a focus of that playthrough, is really trying to unpick exactly how the original Pathologic has these different layers of belonging, because I think that's still one of the coolest things that game does, is create the sense of belonging. Depending on who you play as, you end up feeling like you belong somewhere else, which is like endlessly fascinating to me. I still really admire it. Okay, so Emeth. So we need to type in Emeth into this thing. E-M-E-T-H. I think that's right. I'll take that. The Emeth plate key. Yeah, no, there's a lot to consider. I think that's the really fabulous thing about doing research, is that it never ends. This ambient music is bringing back so many memories of studying in college. I'm happy to encourage what I hope isn't like PTSD flashbacks. Hope it's relaxing memories of fun studying. That's good. That's good. The thing about studying and research, like the fun thing for me is that it never ends. Like there's always more to learn, always more to think about. Now it's going to be playing all weekend on Spotify. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm happy to facilitate that kind of behavior. Happy to encourage it. That's what I'm here for, I think. But yeah, there's always more to discover. And the videos, I'm sure the videos that I have already made, I will make sequels to, like, in the future. I'll be like, what the hell was I thought about this, like, only on the surface level. I really should have been thinking about this. I'm really looking forward to that. Like, that's all part of the fun to me, is proving myself wrong, or like evolving and growing as a person and as a creator. I think that's really going to be the fun thing. And yeah, if you ever need encouragement to play horror games or listen to horror game soundtracks, I mean, I'm here. Just looking for an excuse, I'll say yes. Locked. Need a key. Okay. In here, this is the creepy piano room in here, right? Somewhere around here. Waiting impatiently for the Silent Hill 2 drop. Once that comes out, I'm probably going to binge a few horror games. Yep. I'm really hoping the remake is is good. I'm pretty interested in it, pretty excited for it. Um, yeah, I'm rooting for him. I really am. Looks like they put a tremendous amount of work into it. Okay, yeah, creepy piano room.
Ah, Fiona. I see you finally awakened. There's something that I've wanted to show you for quite some time.
Very pessimistic and now very optimistic. They did, yeah, I agree. It looks like they did a great amount. Fiona, I don't think that's a good idea. Super creepy.
Beautiful, isn't it? That, my dear, is what you will become in the future.
Super creepy.
You may touch it. You will be mine, Fiona.
What is this thing? It's really giving me the creeps. Why would anyone in their right mind put something like this here? No one in this building seems to be in their right mind, unfortunately. Attained chamomile. Yeah, I do really hope it's good. The remake of Silent Hill 2. I'm looking forward to playing it through on stream. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I don't know if my first playthrough will be on stream or not yet, but I would love to play it through on stream anyway. I think, yeah, regardless of what happens, I know that, yeah, I'll still have all my treasured memories of the original, and those aren't going away anytime soon. So it's just a shame that, yeah, they can't re-release the original in any functional state, just because of the fact they lost the source code. But, you know, if there's a team that's working on remaking it to the best of their ability, I guess, you know, that's what we have to go with. So yeah, for the sake of future horror game players, I hope it's good. Okay, I keep kicking. I just keep kicking. That's gonna keep happening, isn't it? Okay. What are they, Square Enix? Why do all these companies lose the code to their games? I don't know. You'd think they'd really look after that, given just how precious it is, really. Garden key. Which one is the garden again? Just gonna have to look around. This game made us $1 trillion. Better save it on that old floppy disk and forget about it. Honestly, I feel like that is the prevailing attitude. It's quite depressing. I can save it here, yeah. Save. Yes. Cool. Yeah, it's just such a shame. I really feel like, generally, no modern artistic medium is doing a great job at preserving stuff. I mean, I was reading an article the other day about, like the effects of AI on like film preservation. So like just putting films through AI to generate as much detail as possible, but the detail is just noise, of course. So now you have these, 4K re-releases of films that oops, no, pick that up, Fiona. That like don't really resemble the original in any way, and have all of these like hallucinations baked into them. But that is now how people will experience those films, and it was the same thing when the Silent Hill HD collection came out, right? Is the prevailing worry is that one day that version of Silent Hill 2 is going to be the version that people go to. And obviously there's the enhanced edition, which is good on PC, but I really feel like, especially for a long time, and I think some people do still worry about it, and with good reason, is that one day that people will look back at that game that was, or on these works of art that were so important at the time, and sort of wonder like, oh, what's the big deal, These aren't so flash. These have got lots of glitches in them, or lots of visual oddities. Did you hear about the whole AI/CGI thing with Alien Romulus? I like that movie, but I was like, this is the biggest red flag. I haven't seen that yet, but I did hear something about it, that they'd brought a character back with AI, and it was really forced and horrible. Is that true? I didn't read much into it. I think I just saw like a few sort of scattered headlines or comments here and there. Where's this garden I need to go to? Guess I'll just wander around aimlessly for a little while longer. It's probably back this way, to be perfectly honest. Really love the camera angles. And the ambience, so good. Yeah, let's go back this way. I can't remember if she gets tired. Brought the character back, and it wasn't awful, but it was very disturbing at the level of movie directors will go in the worst directions with this, right? Like, the technology lets them... sorry. Yeah, the technology lets them indulge in nostalgia to the point of actually preventing new actors from getting famous, or from being cast, or from allowing audiences to move on and experience new emotions. I do feel like, that's the danger, the current danger of nostalgia, or like nostalgic preoccupation. Was it this door? It was locked. Yeah, I think it is this door. Garden key. Use it here. Alright, and then the little ball of light spawns that makes you panic. Yeah, and I mean, screw with legacies. Like, if you're in a film post-death, nobody likes it, or you're portrayed in a controversial way, you had no control over it, subject to the director, just awful moral optics. I feel like that's part of what worries me so much about it, is just, the continued problems with, like, all of the ethics of AI. Like, I've had, no consent to that, exactly. Like, I've had so many people sort of say, oh, like, no, like, it's fine because it's going to produce all of these cool works of art or whatnot, but these are works of art that can be produced with no consent. And I think it's really the ethical dimension, like the actual impact that's going to have on actual human beings, alive or dead, that so many people sort of skim over, is if you can't be in control of your own face anymore, if you can't control where your face appears, or if you're still cast in movies after you're dead, I mean, it's not fair. Are we really going to enter an era where actors and actresses will be chosen based on their consent of use of AI on them, both in life and after death? The Black Mirror level thought this movie proved it's a thing. Yeah, it's really disturbing. It's just, I don't know, there's just so many people who don't really seem to comprehend that, and are sort of like, well, look at all the possibilities that AI is going to bring, but AI is also, fully capable of, like, eroding our trust in, like, ethical or moral institutions. If you can use that, you can use AI to whip up anything, and that's the disturbing thing. And it doesn't take a genius either to whip anything up. Unlike with, say, Photoshop, where it would take, dozens of hours maybe and a lot of expertise to produce something of reasonable quality to actually trick people. But now, you have AI that can spit that out. Takes 30 seconds, and then bam, you're onto the next one. And it does a good enough job that anyone can do it and anyone can be tricked by it. Is the disturbing thing. And as it gets better, it will get worse. We already had enough problem with Photoshop and that kind of thing, deep fakes and whatnot. We certainly didn't need to add more fuel to the fire, but here we are, I suppose. We're living in it now, so we got to find an ethical way to deal with it. And I think part of the ethical way to deal with it, sorry for this long tangent of me just standing here, but the ethical way to deal with it is to teach people about, I think, the importance of the process rather than the product, right? Of really trying to encourage people to think of producing art, the process of producing art, as the reward, as the important thing, rather than the art itself. I think the act of self-discovery of making something should be considered really the most important thing, the most human thing, and we should reward that like at all times and sort of at any cost, really. And it's a shame that we don't have that consensus, that people don't think that way or aren't encouraged to think that way. So we need to come back to that trapdoor. But we don't have anything to put on it yet, so we'll need to do some more exploring first. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it is a laziness thing. I think companies see it and they say, okay, well, we can do this for cheap now. So we'll just fire all of you, and we'll just get this one guy just to put it through AI and sorted. But yeah, it disturbs me. Yeah. Inspired by the amount of backlash to AI, same. I think already people are really disturbed or sort of disturbed by it or sick of it, and it is heartening really to people like us who just don't. I just don't really see the value in it at all. Obviously, I'm pretty hardline, extreme against it because I think one of the most rewarding things in my day, every day, is trying to figure out what to say. So I love like sitting around figuring things out, figuring out what to write and so on. And I get that that's not for everyone, and sometimes you just want AI to spit you out like a synopsis or something just to get you started. But I don't even like to use it for that. Matter of have your cake and eat it too. Yeah, we accept we live in a society that you have to work to live, therefore we can't accept a society where AI does all the work. It's one or the other. Absolutely. Either you're building a society that yeah, exactly. Either you're building a society that lets you live without working, or you build a society that gives everyone a job and lets them work for a living. You just simply can't have both, and you can't expect there to just like be hundreds of magical new jobs that all of these people who have just been put out of work, who don't have the skills for, suddenly need to go through like years of retraining to do. It's just not a fair expectation. And I really hope we just continue to see more and more backlash to this idea, because to me, yeah, like human-made things, human-made art, human-made endeavor, just excruciatingly important. I love to see. I Underground never expected it to be the background of AI values discussion. No, I didn't expect that when I woke up this morning either, but it's an issue I'm passionate about, so Haunting Ground, I'm sorry, but here we are. It is, I think it is an important conversation to have, and important to keep bringing it up. Here we are. This is the point we've reached. Yeah, I think I do think that we just really, I don't know, some of the most joy I've gotten recently out of life has been someone sharing their art with me, and that's been incredibly fulfilling, and I think and uplifting, and I think a big part of that is knowing that it was made with human intent and thought and feeling. Just kick that door down. it's extremely important, I think, to be able to express ourselves. And those of you who don't think it's important, I think maybe trying to create something, I think, is really my big counter argument to that. And maybe it might be painful to start with, but I think you will find fulfillment out of it eventually. And AI being pushed so hard in my field, but the boots on the ground are so unprepared and unequipped for it. It's just weird watching the push and pull from the corporate higher-ups and the actual workers. Yeah, it's deeply uncomfortable. I can imagine just sort of witnessing the higher-ups wanting more AI and everyone else being like, no. All these companies who can pay tens of thousands of dollars for AI but can't pay their workers more is just the worst reality. Absolutely, I 100% agree. Alright. Here we go again. Just wants a hug. Very strong bear hug that will probably break all my bones, but you know. Don't just stand there, Fiona. Don't just sit there. Get up, run. So many, yeah. The repeated use of eyes in this game is really crucially important. Just the possessiveness. They baked that, yeah, straight into the bones of this game, I think. Alright, see ya. For now.
I am Ricardo, keeper of the castle. So sorry to hear about your accident. Your parents. As Master Ugo and Mistress Ayla are both deceased, you, Miss Fiona, are the sole surviving heir of Belly Castle. Are you in pain, miss? Will you be alright?
Do you like how she put on a necklace to complete the outfit? That's a good observation, actually, yeah.
Please.
It's like, no, like, actually, yeah, this does complete the ensemble. She's had a rough day, I think, yeah. She's earned a rest. That guy though, yeah. I feel like from memory was the creepiest enemy. I do love the repeated use of like the, I don't know what you call it, like the repeating, the triple shot or whatever. Like she did that as well in the opening cutscene, just her like screaming. Well, I guess they had just made Resident Evil 4, you know, they had to reuse some of the assets somehow. Alright, time for the best character in the game to make an appearance. Yeah, exactly. Oh, emulator. I wish I had the right cables to like plug my PS2 in, but I don't. Alright, I'm gonna go save Hewie. Yeah, the AI is getting its revenge on me. Smack talking it all the time. The machines have risen up. I'm coming, Hewie. I've read stories of people getting white German Shepherd just because of this game, which is like, fair enough. Unforgivable. A wire is bound to the poor animal. It is digging deeply into the dog's neck. Gotta get him free. Yes.
Go now, and don't get caught this time.
I love Hewie's song as well. This is why I couldn't finish this game. Got scared and couldn't handle the puppy being hurt. That's fair enough, honestly. We love Hewie.
Go.
Hewie is the coolest dog. I'm trying to think of other games that have dogs. But I do feel like Hewie is probably my favorite video game dog from memory. But I'm just trying to rack my brains now, actually. But I do love Hewie. Can't believe there are people out there that would do this to a poor, helpless animal. And that man, so big and freaky. Just want to get out of this nightmare as soon as I can. Okay, I think we got to do a little bit more wandering around the castle now. I think we got to go back to the kitchen. Or something. Yeah. Something like that. We got to have our soup. Can deal with all the humans being hurt, but any game that has animals getting hurt just upsets me too much. That's fair. I think, yeah, like, it is an important distinction. That's something else I've done a little bit of research into, not very much, but like the psychological distinction between an animal that can't really choose or understand what it's being subjected to, and a human being which can, which is why we do feel bad when we hurt animals in video games more than gunning down people. Whether or not the game wants that empathetic response, it does seem to be the default response. I do think it's interesting, and I do think a lot of games could go further in the way that other human beings are presented. I was talking about that the other day in my homecoming stream. I was talking about like the empathy that we're meant to show to other human beings, and the rest of the Silent Hill games just isn't really seen. In Silent Hill Homecoming, there's just not that level of empathy. Like even in Silent Hill 3, you're meant to really hate Claudia. But, yeah, I just ended up feeling really sad and sorry for her. Which I think is the intended reaction, but a lot of games don't even attempt to generate that kind of empathy for their, for the other human beings that you encounter in them. When the cat stumbles in the opening of Stray, legitimately upset you, even though the cat immediately gets better. I don't think it's a weird quirk. I feel like it's probably more common than you think. Is this deep-rooted like empathy for an animal situation? Or I like to think it's common. Maybe it's not, but at the very least, if you're having that reaction, I think it can only really be a good thing. I do think, yeah, like it is important to have empathy for living creatures, and yeah, like witnessing animals getting hurt, I think is really quite unenjoyable. I remember, you know, I played through Last of Us Part 2 and I quite enjoyed it. But there are just a couple of segments that are quite visceral in their violence, either against humans or dogs. And yeah, I was quite stirringly affected by it, which was the intent, obviously. And yeah, here we probably do get the same effect from watching Hewie get like kicked or hit by these stalker enemies. Oops. So yeah, every time that she sees this guy in a cutscene, she's just going to fall over, I think, is exactly what happens, which is fair enough. This game was pre-Girl Boss era, yeah. Although, didn't Pathologic come out in 2005? Clara could have come around at this time and saved Fiona with her Girl Boss gun, right? Okay, and now we can use Hewie to help us. And I think what I like most about... why I like Hewie so much is because you can actually train him. You don't understand these facts I'm saying? Yeah, it's not pre-Girl Boss era, you know. It's the beginning.
Thank you. You saved me. Come here. Come on, boy.
The coolest dog.
What's your name?
Don't think you could make this game in 2024. The online discourse would be absolutely unhinged.
So you're here.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, hi, Hewie.
The online discourse would be insane. I mean, online discourse about anything these days is really frustrating, to be perfectly honest. Everyone is just looking for something to complain about, looking for some invisible enemy that apparently, only they can see, and that kickstarts something else. But yeah, you're right. I think this game would really do something all right. Which is why I do wonder if they will ever remake it. That would certainly be interesting. Okay, wait. So we've got all these instructions. So
No.
we can scold the dog.
Good boy.
We can reward the dog. And we can
Come on.
tell the dog to follow us. If the dog follows us,
Boy.
we reward the dog. So yeah, I do like the mechanic of like actually training the dog to do stuff. And he'll just follow us around now, which is way too adorable. Although you can't go down all the ladders. The fact that people were judging Angela by her appearance for the Silent Hill 2 remake shows we will just miss all the points. No way this game would pass modern audiences. Yeah, you're not wrong. That was incredibly disappointing. Not surprising, sadly. I wish I could have had the capacity to be surprised by that kind of discussion. I do think, like it's just people sort of. I heard a term that I think described it quite well was outrage tourism to a certain extent. Was people were coming into it wanting to be upset about something, even if they'd never played the game before or never even heard of it before. And I think it describes it perfectly. It's this outrage tourism. It's people coming to these games or coming to these things, these films that are releasing or whatnot, having their big whine about it, making all the money they want out of making angry clickbait or what have you, and then they'll just move on to the next thing. But they do, unfortunately, like leave a really dark stain on the discourse surrounding a game. I tried to look up Angela the other day, because I in that poll that I made, I just wanted a picture of Angela, for the poll. Where is he?
Good boy.
But yeah, you had all of these horrible, images of Angela that had been manipulated, to give her extra weight for whatever reason. It was just, it was so depressing that I searched up this character who, a year ago none of that would have come up, and now just all of this rubbish appears, about a character who's one of my favorite characters in horror games. She's so sensitively written, I think, really thoughtfully presented, really tragic story, and then you had these people just latch onto it immediately, which didn't surprise me, but it still never fails to depress or disturb me, I think. So I think you're probably right. This game wouldn't have the reaction. Wouldn't have a great reaction online, but again, it's hard to think of anything these days that really does.
Hewie.
I'll grab this. Easy to get outraged over something you know nothing about. So reactionary for clicks, yeah. And it's easy to upset others who also don't know anything, which I think is part of the problem. Okay, ST. Can't use that here. Door is locked. How am I going to get through? It looks like there's a plate thing there. Okay, can I get the dog to do what I want?
Come on. Good boy.
I'm just going to spend most of the game praising the dog, so I hope you don't mind that. One of my favorite things to do. Oh, it's this door, isn't it? Yeah, there's no knob. Now what do I do? Wait, there's a hook here. Maybe if I attach something to it. Could use that in place of a doorknob. I think the bad ending is tied specifically to like being really mean to your dog, to Hewie, which I could never do. I don't understand how anyone could, to be perfectly honest.
Go, Hewie. Come on. Come on.
I need him to sit on this thing and stay.
Come on.
He's... Okay, bye. Okay, fine. That's alright. Not heartbroken by that at all. Can I use it here? No. He's about to prove why people are mean. Yeah, I should have used that before. Now I've got an actual map. Not entirely convinced by this map, to be perfectly honest, but it's alright. Nothing to do with Hewie, everything to do with PlayStation 2 escort mechanics. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Not the best showing.
Hewie. Hewie.
Hey,
Good boy.
don't want to scold him. Yeah, exactly. Here is just an innocent bystander to bad controls and bad AI. Okay. You stay there. I'll pet him.
Good boy.
Stay there. Don't move. Pupa cellar, I've written here. Puppet room. I believe that is what that means. Okay. Wait, what is that? Hey, what does that actually do? Oh, no, we need to unlock the door first, and then I've got to get you to sit on that thing. Okay, what do I need to get? We've got, so ST, yeah, rest, right? So the question is here, finding the thing we need to put this plate into. And it has been a little while since I played, so I might have to have a little look around. Was there anything else in this room that I missed? If I apply enough force, I might be able to knock it over. No. Darn thing's following me as well. So yeah. Can follow me between rooms. Oh, that was close. Might be able to knock it over. How do I apply enough force to it? I do like, yeah, it's protective instincts, it's nice. Okay, let's have a look this way. Gate is closed, there's no way through. I have to find another way. So not through there. Let's keep looking around. Where is Hewie going? Well, what I do like as well about bringing Hewie along is having to, yeah, like chart your route so that Hewie actually stays with you, because obviously Hewie can't climb ladders, unfortunately, and we also can't carry him. Do I have to have dinner first? I feel like I have to have dinner first or something. Does she... Perhaps this isn't the best time to strike up a conversation. Or she just said she was busy or something, right? Oh, wait, no, I know what I need. It's on top of the... That thing is still following me.
Come on.
Come on, Hewie.
Come on.
I need to send Hewie to grab this thing off this pile of rubble that I saw before. Almost forgot to do that. That's quite alright. If we book it back up this way.
Hewie.
I really do like this game. I feel like I should play it more often. As often as I play, you know, Silent Hill and stuff. I think it's a really well put together game. And as we've already discussed, I love the environment. It has exactly the right level of detail. Is Hewie coming?
Come on.
Where is he? Is he just like pacing at the bottom of the stairs? Yes. Okay, alright. How'd it work? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Can't blame you for that.
Hewie. Hewie.
I'll just wait for him then, I guess.
Hewie. Come on.
I love the way he just stands
Come on.
there.
Good boy.
Alright. We're getting there slowly. He'll like me eventually. Listen to what I have to say. Maybe. But yeah, you could, like... I think what I like about this space is that, yeah, you could easily imagine it as part of some much more gentle game. But it is, yeah, transformed into, yeah, like the perfect horror game setting.
Hewie.
By virtue of the camera angles and the ambience. But there is something about the setting that, yeah, you can imagine it being part of a much nicer game somehow. Okay, the broken marionette, so that's for the puppet room. Okay, wait, where are you going? Where is he going? He's just come over here. It's my it's my Sims 2 mansion 150 years later. This is here the venerable house that your Sims family built in your absence. They turned to the dark arts. So much went wrong when you went around. Okay, come on, Hewie. Got a big upgrade.
Come on.
Come on. I'll wait for him. Come on, Hewie.
Come on.
So the stream is now subject to Hewie's whims. So
Good boy.
We'll go as he goes. You know, we'll play at his pace. Wait, wrong way. This way. See, I can't remember how long it takes him to catch up to me sometimes. Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Hewie.
But yeah, if we go through the puppet room, and we actually have him sitting on
Come on.
on that pressure plate, then we won't die a horrible grisly death from memory. I do like, yeah, he will growl at her, because she's obviously not quite to be trusted either. Which is shocking in a nice place like this. Okay. Cool. And then... I mean, I could show off perhaps the death sequence. Yeah, we have the broken marionette. So yeah, just to show an example of how hostile the house is, I can show you what happens if you do put a foot wrong in here without getting Hewie to sit on the pressure plate. So we just saved it, so we won't lose any time. It was nice of them to put a save point right there, I think. And then yeah, you can see that Hewie actually does provide warning if you're paying attention. It's hard to miss. It says growling and barking, saying, "Wait, hang on, this maybe isn't such a good idea." But if we do step onto it anyway, I think we get immediately killed. But, you know, what does Hewie know? Okay, maybe we should have listened to Hewie. That was my bad, alright? Admittedly, that was my bad. But yeah, you can see how hostile the house is, how hostile the space is. And yeah, that becomes... yeah, quite apparent quite frequently. As a teenager without knowing what would happen... You're freaked. That's fair. I think the first time I think I legitimately did ignore Hewie as well, to be honest. I didn't expect an instant death scene from that. It was quite a grisly one too. So I totally get where you're coming from. It is a pretty freaky moment. We entered this game and this was where I put the disc back and returned it. I was not okay. Oh no. Had a strong impact. I think it's good to have memories like that, I think. You remember it fondly. Okay, let's do this again. This time Hewie is going to sit on the pressure plate and listen to what I have to say. Okay, over here, Hewie. So yeah, that opens that. Second or third horror games, cut me some slack. No, I totally understand. Didn't beat a horror game till I got to college. So you tried. That's the important thing. That's the important thing.
Come on. Come on.
Hewie, come here.
Come on.
Hewie, you did it before. I know you did it before. Come on.
Come on.
I don't know whether I should praise you for that, because you're like so close, but you're so far as well. Can I get... come on.
Come on.
Sit on the thing. Sit on the thing. Sorry, we're going to be here for a while. Okay, sit.
Come on.
First horror game you rented, put the disc in, saw the opening cinematic, and returned it that night. That's fair. It's a very, very creepy game. Okay, come on. Okay, you can do this. Come on.
Go, Hewie.
Sit on the thing. Sit on the thing. No, okay. You're ready for this. Wait this one out. And the rest of you was like, no, absolutely not.
Hewie.
Yeah, I love stories like that, and I love sort of seeing how far we, you know, we do come. Now we're all Hewie.
No.
Now we're all like jaded. Oh, that doesn't affect me anymore. That's not scary. You gotta try harder than that, you know? All that kind of stuff.
Go, Hewie.
Okay.
Good boy.
Okay, stay there until I can go through this thing, alright? Don't do anything stupid.
No. No. No.
Yeah, alright. You're getting a good scolding with that one, buddy.
No.
No.
Go, Hewie.
Go, sit on the thing. How do you tell him to stay? Did I miss something? Dog. Where's my dog file? Up. Search the surrounding area. Down. See, I don't... oh, R3. Okay, R3. Yeah, there is one. Thanks for the recommendation. This feels like trying to get my Minecraft dog to sit perfectly where Absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head there. Okay, Huey, come on.
Come on.
I'm sorry, Huey. Such a bad pet owner. Okay, sit down. Good boy.
Hewie.
Reload. No, I'm gonna restart the whole game after that. I'm ruined. What have I done? What have I done? He's okay, alright. I think I earned that one, right? That's what I get. Alright, okay. Come here. Sit down.
Sit.
Okay.
Good boy.
Okay. If I click R3 again, just to experiment.
Sit.
Okay, stay there. Don't move. I'm not gonna run, I'm not gonna freak him out. I'm just gonna walk calmly to the door. Okay, thank heavens, alright. Okay. That was way too much drama. It's locked and won't open. Now, how am I gonna get you open? Break a box? Lower the handle. Absolutely. I think that disables the trap, right? Does it unlock the door? Yes. Alright. Good job, Huey.
Boy.
I'm proud of you. That was painful. So bad. So bad. Best puppy. We love Huey. Huey is awesome. Ah, that stings. Painful. I will bear the shame for the rest of my life. What kind of monster have I become? Scold the dog once, I feel bad.
Who is this?
You must pay attention now, Fiona.
Psychoanalysis of me. My treatment of Huey. I got the bad ending, yeah. Just from saying no to him once. I should have indulged him all the time. He can do what he likes. I'm sorry, Huey.
Hello? Hello? Are you there?
Yeah, that was basically just explaining the motivation of the game. They're after this magical essence that she has called Azoth. So, yeah, they want to do a bunch of really horrible things to her to get that Azoth. But I think the big fella's here. Run, Huey. Shut the door. Why can't I shut the door? I guess because it's the puppet door. It doesn't shut. Is there anywhere to hide? I don't know if there is anywhere to hide the way I've gone.
Hewie!
And I do like, yeah, she actually starts to yell. That bookshelf. Wonder if I can hide behind it. Okay, well it's good that she's giving me a suggestion. This one? Currently got, yeah, the controller heart beating in my hand. Damn, that didn't work very well. Bad suggestion, Fiona. How did he move that fast? Okay, there's the force that we were talking about before. That seemed to do the trick. There's the girl boss that we're talking about here. It's the kind of attitude I like to see. Okay. So Fiona is now part of the girl boss compendium, right? Alongside Clara. Okay, I'm trying to remember if there's anything else through here at the moment. I get so nervous walking over that carpet every time, even though I know it's safe now. Just that first time, yeah, that really scarred me, I think. And yeah, you got a beautiful foyer area. And now we can unlock the door out into the courtyard. Yep. Okay, let's have a bit more of a look around here. Yeah, you know, this is the ideal home, right? Just enormous staircase to intimidate anyone who comes by.
Come on.
Where is Hewie? He's coming. He'll be fine. That's a great corridor as well. Like the way the walls warp like that. Imagine how few people would bother you. Actually, top tier, 100%. Who would dare to trek up those stairs? And I could, you know, ramble about video games from the top of them. It's absolutely the ideal. What's in here? Another medallion. There's like a crafting system in this game. I can't remember exactly where we find it, but it is here. Wi-Fi setup would be nightmarish. Yeah, I think maybe it'd just have to be a Wi-Fi room, and the rest of the house would be like Wi-Fi-less. Which, you know, like, might not be the worst thing in the world. It's like a dedicated, you know, dedicated single room to internet. And the rest of the house is just like a dead zone. Maybe it would be good for people, I don't know. Okay, so it's like a bunch of scavenging things we do. Back when we were a country with culture and the computer was a place. Back in the good old days. Oh. And that time and place was called the 90s. Okay. I'm not quite sure how we survived that so well, but... Yeah, no. I just want you to open a door, Fiona. Is there anywhere to hide in here? No, I don't think so. Help, Hewie. I seem to recall, yeah, running around in many, many circles in this area. Is Hewie up there? Is that... Did I lose Hewie that way? No, I don't want to play pool, I want to hide under the pool table. Okay, run. Shut the door behind me. Keep on running. I think in here there's a bed I can hide under. From memory, yes there is. Go, go, go. Yeah, the music in this game really ramps up the tension. It's really easy to be affected by it. Just feel like, yeah, you know, the adrenaline pumping, the pulse pounding. Coast clear. Other than one of those darn little luminescent things. Nice to freshen up a bit. Absolutely. Coast, yeah, when it says coast clear, it's absolutely not true. He's obviously still, yeah, right there. Oh. Excuse me. He didn't go very far at all. If I hadn't run into that thing, I might have been alright, but still probably not. Okay, where is the dog? Where is Hewie? Climb, Fiona. Climb the ladder. I don't think this takes me anywhere good, to be perfectly honest. But we're gonna try it anyway. Is there another ladder, another way down? No. Can I kick him off the ladder? You can see, yeah, the longer she gets chased, the more she panics, so she'll fall over and stuff as well. Go down the ladder. Ow. Down the ladder, what are you doing? Oh dear. What do I have? So I can use lavender to calm me down. That's what I do in real life as well. Magnesia. Equip the magnesia. And how doth one use it? Yeah, so if I get him to run over this, it will explode. I think. And, yeah. Not stun him for very long at all, but hopefully long enough for her to get onto the ladder. Yep, perfect. That was a pretty pathetic explosion, but it's alright. I love this incredibly high stakes chase down a ladder.
Hewie!
Where is Hewie? Is he like trapped somewhere?
Hewie!
Just keep running.
Hewie! Hewie!
Okay, I'll get Hewie to distract him for a second. And try hide somewhere. That didn't really work either. So yeah, you can see, yeah, how relentless this game does get. Maybe we're alright. Just gonna take a minute for Fiona to calm down. Get something out of here, maybe. It's a good thing. I don't know where Hewie was the whole time, but I guess he was still just down there. Waiting for me to reappear. Okay. Magnesia. Which didn't really, yeah. I don't recall using it very much the last couple of times I have played this game. I just, yeah. There is a way to make it more useful, I swear, but it's probably that crafting mechanic that I still don't really know how it works, to be perfectly honest. Very esoteric, which is probably the point, because it is, you know, meant to be inspired by medieval alchemy, and I suppose we'll see when we get to it. No, I don't think I can... Oops. I don't think I can get this, but I feel like Hewie can.
Come on.
Wherever he is. Can I
Go!
send him to get this thing?
Go, Hewie.
I can't think of any. Yep, there we go. Good job, Hewie. Slowly approaching it. Another medallion.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
They never get sold. Alright. Praise Hewie. That is the objective of life. Okay. Carrying on. She refused to open these two doors, apparently. They're both locked. Just a wall made to look like a door. Right, that's why she didn't want to interact with them. And the same, yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess you gotta respect someone who has the time to, like... Who has the space and the time to have a house like that just has fake doors, you know, like... Gotta respect the level of effort. I would love to, yeah, see the conversation with, like, the builder or the architect.
Go, Hewie.
Yeah, there's like a hole here. Can I send Hewie through
Go,
that
Hewie.
to get something? No, he doesn't want to right now. It's for science, trust me. It's another psychological test to see. Will people try all the doors in my house? Will they treat it like a survival horror game? That's funny, this one's locked. I jimmied the handle for ages, but it just wouldn't open. I'm so glad, yeah, people don't treat actual buildings like survival horror games. Just imagine, yeah, people going from like office to office, just trying all the doors. I'm looking for a stapler. I tried every door. There's a breeze coming from the other side. Wonder where it leads. Yes, we need to send Hewie behind there somehow, I seem to recall. And he can bring us something. That needs to be a skit, absolutely, yeah. If I had the funds to pull that off, I would. Looks like this is used to open the gate. Pull the lever. Maybe I should try it. Be funny. Get some, you know, show off my acting chops. Alright, okay, so this links us with this area. So we've linked up most of the castle now, I think. I'm bringing the map back up. Now, yeah. He's got like a shack around the corner. But I can't remember if he returns to this shack or not. Immediately after this chase. But I feel like there's something I need to get from it. Yeah, he like lives in there. So we can have a look. Another medallion.
Hewie.
Yeah, I think it's just, yeah, best to just vandalize this place. Because you never know when you might find just an onion in a pot. I think, you know, that's really important. The fire is crisply burning. I don't know, the crisply, that's a really nice word. What's he growling at? Is he growling at the house? What is he growling at? Oh no, he's growling at that thing, I presume. There's several of them following me around. I'm not sure if anything generates them or not. If we have a look in here, this is where the groundskeeper lives. I think we need something from him here. Sort of like a... Let's just forget it. Out of sight, out of mind, or so they say. A doll lies on display here. The owner must cherish it. Maybe we don't need anything. There's no way I would even consider lying down here. Can't smash any of that stuff. I don't think there's... yeah, there's nothing... Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it's later that he leaves something in here. Oh no, what's this? Just beef jerky, okay. I think that's to, yeah, restore Hewie's health and make him like you more. Okay, let's try and dodge these things. Depth perception is really hard with them. But I guess if they hit Hewie, it doesn't... I guess it doesn't count. It's fine with me. Okay. What's up here? Thanks, Hewie, for taking one for the team and being completely unfazed by the prospect. This is what a great camera angle this is. Really tremendous. Oh right, okay. There's a little mirror puzzle or something up here. What is this? It's like it pivots at the base. Right. So we do need to get it to light up like so. So this was, yeah, where the creepy guy was playing the piano. Picks up healing item for Hewie. Hewie takes that for you. Thanks, Hewie. That's all he needs, right? See, I don't know if that hurt him, but you're right. I should probably feed him something. Tinkering out a few chords may soothe my nerves a bit, but now is hardly the time or place to be practicing my piano skills. Of this, like, stereo speakers, but also, yeah, like eyes as well. I think it's really, yeah, really nice idea. Oh yeah, no, it aligned nicely, and I ignored the alignment. There's another. All right, okay, so that leads there. Yeah, the thing. It's always interesting in games like this is like unlocking the castle. Does that make you feel more or less safe? Now that the stalker can sort of attack you from anywhere. The opportunity knocked, and yeah, I had my feet up inside with my headphones on, so I said no, thank you. Indeed. Right, where is Hewie? I'll give him something to eat. I'll be nice. I want Hewie to like me.
Hewie.
I don't know if it hurt him, but he deserves something to eat anyway. Where'd he go off to anyway? What were you doing? Who knows? Chicken jerky. Here you go. Enjoy. Okay, is there anything in here? There's like a hole in the fence. Can you get something out of there?
Go, Hewie.
Oh, don't go through the fence like that. No, that's fine.
Good boy.
You're alright. Okay. So if I aligned that, what did that actually unlock? Is there anything in the downstairs section I can do now? For some reason I was under the impression there were two of those mirror things I had to align. He's growling at the creepy pregnant mannequin, which is fair enough. I would probably also growl at that. Which way is he coming from? Is dinner ready yet? I would really, really like to know. Still following me. So hide behind the curtain, right? I think that's meant to be a hiding spot. The thing I do like about the stalkers in this game, though, is that even if Hewie is like standing right next to me, like growling and barking, like trying to defend me, they won't check. Just gonna wait a minute. Sometimes if the ambience comes back, that's how you know that they're actually gone. Like the silence isn't a good indicator, because they could still be like right in the next room. They've just stopped pursuing to where you are exactly. Just complete silence right now. Strain your ears to listen to the eeriness. Yeah, what's up with dinner? Is dinner ready? Pot is filled with what look like tendrils. Wait a second, this looks like human hair. So nothing nice for dinner is what I'm hearing. How in the world did you get over here? Okay. I feel like I should have seen him, but that's fine. We're just gonna go for a little jog, I think. How do they get the music so good is my question. really, really effective. It just like making the heart race. You just want to get out of there as quickly as possible. Yeah, and you can see that she actually has slowed down a minute. I just try and let her catch her breath and keep going. Didn't really do much to help her, but come on. There is a hiding spot in here, I swear. Yeah, hide in the cupboard. Hiding. Okay. Volume is a big part of this music, yeah. Never gets overwhelmingly loud, but it does get loud, and the grating of it just adds to it. Yeah, it's the short, sharp repetitions, I think, that just, yeah, like it gets on your nerves. Like you just feel uncomfortable listening to it. That just provides the feeling of like, yeah, you have to get away at any cost. You have to get away. Okay. Coast clear. Yeah, sure it is. Just like it was last time. He's took 2 steps to the left. Coast clear. We'll be fine. Okay. Is there anything up here I needed? Agnes Day. Looks like that's the title of this diorama. And I could speak Latin. Hang on, this might be the crafting area. Creaks and pops crackle out of the dubious looking hole. Everything about the hole screams, don't go in. Into the hole? Yes. I do like how, yeah, like it tries to dissuade you from entering what is actually a nice, helpful area. I think, yeah, that's quite clever. I would definitely use that in my own horror games. The book looks almost archaic in nature. Wait, something is written here. Quies restores a small amount of stamina. Mundus calms the nerves of those who use it. I wonder what these combinations are supposed to mean. Yeah, I don't think I ever like reliably figured out what I had to do. So like, yeah, we have a medallion, and then we have to hit it at the right time, which I was always really bad at doing. Because it's not consistent. Ah. As you can see, yeah, it doesn't go very well for me. Ah. I'm so bad at this. I don't know, like, how long I'm supposed to wait or anything. Try one more. Like, I just press and I hope, but that never works. If there's a trick to this that I don't know about, I'd be curious to learn it, because yeah, 2 playthroughs still didn't do it for me. Okay, I got one thing out of that. So carbo, what the heck was that? I just don't know how you're meant to make stuff reliably, which is probably the point. Yeah, an intense process of refining medallions. I wonder what this does. Who knows? Is there a save point in this room? There's something written here. Using a medallions, one can actually transform items into new things. New item is roughly determined by the base item's color compatibility. White is mainly used to create objects used by the human creators. Rubrum is used to compose antimony and magnesia. Green is used in the creation of medallions or other metallic objects. Blue is primarily used to create offerings to animals and beasts alike. Reacting to the needs of its user, it can produce quantities of antimony powder and magnesia. Whenever one hasn't the means to protect oneself, come here for sanctuary. Okay. There's no, like... It tells me how I might make something, but it doesn't tell me how to actually make it well. It just requires such fine timing, such precise pressing of the button. Like, it feels
Hewie.
mostly like guesswork when I need to hit it. And I feel like it probably shouldn't be that way, and there's something really obvious that I'm missing. But yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know about that. Certainly would be willing to learn more about that. What's this? A lavender. It'll calm me down. Got a room full of taxidermied animals. Miniature insect models here too. What type of a person would decorate a room with these things? Indeed. Okay. Anatomically correct model of the human body. Looks so real, almost as if it's composed of actual body parts. Yeah, don't know if there's anything else to do in here yet. She doesn't want to play pool or anything. It's like an ordinary pool table. Looking around. Why would someone put something like this in here? What, a pool table? I mean, I guess it's a weird combo, maybe. I did like how she had to look around before she, like, even thought that. Like, it was some, like, terrible forbidden thought. Even weirdos can have hobbies. Indeed. You know, once you've finished a hard day of taxidermy, you don't even want to, like, move out of the room you're in, so... Of course you want to relax with, you know, a nice game of pool by yourself. It's another clock. Save current game, yes. Okay. Been a little while since I saved it, actually. That was good. Okay, how do we get past these insects? Yuck, look at all those moths. I'm not going there. Looks like they're attracted to those flowers. Okay. Is there like a... Those trick shots might master themselves. We could play with Hewie. I'm sure Hewie's pretty good. What do I have? Just these cracked plate keys. Medallions. What flowers can I... Okay. Yeah. I like, you know... She's already seen and done a lot of creepy stuff, but moths, that's where she draws the line. Can't stand the things. Okay, so now, yeah, we just need to figure out where to go. Respect that unironically. You know, I guess it's nice to know. It's nice to know where you draw the line, I think. Okay, go through there, Hewie, and is there anything in there? If I look at the map, where might that lead? Can I get there? Hewie's eyes glimmer through the thick shadow that surrounds him. Okay. If I go back around this way... Is he... Yeah, is he in here somewhere? No. I feel like he's... I feel like it's through that door or something. This is like the wandering around puzzle solving part of the game. And I know that, yeah, a lot of people get quite frustrated with the game when it throws the stalker at them when they're in the middle of trying just to, like, find what to do next. But that is a significant chunk of the game, is trying to maneuver around the stalker. If they only showed up at scripted moments, the game wouldn't be nearly as affecting, I don't think. But I do agree that sometimes you just want them to go away. Which I'm sure that you'll see eventually. Particularly with, not with this stalker, but with the next one. They're quite relentless. Is there anything... This is locked, right? Yeah. Door is locked on the other side. Nothing over here. Okay. Breeze coming out from the other side. I wonder where it leads. Well, this is just a... not just a hiding spot for Hewie, is it? Where he'll, like, jump out at the pursuer. I don't know. I'm gonna check the mirror room again up these ladders. I feel like I probably forgot something that was up here. So if I traipse up this ladder... I think Hewie got sick of waiting. I think I can hear him following me. Which is fair. Okay. What is this? Pivots at the base. Yeah, that's where it glimmers. Doesn't glimmer anywhere else, does it? No, and you can only rotate it so far. So that must be right. There's another one? Where is the other one? I'm trying to remember. Is it on top of the... Is it on top of the castle? Yeah, it might be actually. Let me go check that. He'll probably show up exactly when I don't want him to. We'll have a look. Just, yeah, I think moments like this in horror games where you actually are just left to soak up the atmosphere, I think those are just so important, and they just get more and more important to me as the years go by and the hours I spend playing horror games merely increases. It's actually moments like this that really affect me the most strongly. Just because, in part, you know, you really get to enjoy the space, but you also get to enjoy how liminal it feels, like you're sort of in between moments of intense gameplay, so it's just you and your thoughts. And I think that's really quite a profound thing, to be honest, for a game to be able to spark.
Hewie.
Is just, yeah, these moments of, oh dear, of, yeah, like really lengthy reflection, which, yeah, are occasionally interrupted by moments of, yeah, like spiking adrenaline. Not to backseat, saw something unique, don't want to share if unwelcome. I know you're doing laps. Absolutely, if you saw something, go for it. I do appreciate you checking first. I do always prefer people to check before they backseat. That one window on the lower level looked open. The lower level? Near the garden? Okay. I'll go back down that way. Yes, here. Really not ideal though, right now. I'll go have a look though. Where you could have Hewie into the hole. It's just such a large environment. That's part of why I'm doing laps, I think. It's just me trying to like reacquaint myself with the game. Okay. Run. Get him. Wait, so you mean like around here somewhere? Like if I come down this way. Open window. Oh yeah. No, she doesn't wanna do anything with that. Presuming that's what you meant. But I appreciate the suggestion. No, it's fine. I'm being chased anyway, so I need to get my steps in, need to walk around a bit. Okay. Just keep running. Marathon time. I'm trying to think where else I need to look. I think this is where the game gets like slightly oblique, is here, like figuring out where to send Hewie. Can Hewie get that flower back there, the purple one? Oh, yeah, that's what I tried to send him to do before, right? But maybe I just need to get him to try that again. I don't really like the way I'm being followed at the moment, but just try and catch my breath here. But yeah, that's a good shout. I think I should try that again. Okay. Coast clear. See, the ambience started again, which like I always take to be a good sign.
Hewie.
But honestly, yeah, like even that I don't think is 100% certain. But if the ambience starts again, he's at least like some distance away, I feel.
Come on.
Hewie, where are you? Come on.
Good boy.
Yes. Pat the dog.
Good boy.
Every game with a dog should let you pat the dog. It's really a crime that that's not the case.
Go, Hewie.
Like enshrined in video game lore. Okay, can you get this flower, Hewie? What the? Wait, hang on. A section of the fence is broken. Did I have to interact with it first?
Hewie.
Because yeah, like you're right. There's the moth. There is a hole. Yeah.
Go, Hewie.
You'd think that would be the solution, right? Huey's just being rude. I think so. Because yeah, that flower should attract all the moths. What is he doing? Hewie?
Go, Hewie.
Hewie doesn't appreciate being treated like this, apparently. Took him a few tries, but I think we finally... Yes, we finally got it. Okay, great. Thanks, Hewie. Thanks, Future Cityscape. Appreciate it.
Good boy.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work the first time, but I think he was just being obstinate. Okay, so if we go put the fresh flowers in that room... Yeah, it's funny, like, as time passes, like, the little details and little solutions that you just kind of forget in games that you have to rediscover. Escort mechanics, gotta love them, yep. When it's all down to the AI, and you try the solution that you think should work, and it just doesn't work, you're like, okay, I must be missing something. But no, I just didn't try hard enough. I think I can put the flowers here. Flowers look as if they've literally just been picked out of the ground, which they have. They're giving off a sweet nectar-like smell. Can't use this here. Where can I use them? Where do I use them? Is it by the door? Yeah, on the vase by the door, right? Here we go. Much nicer. Jump scare by moths. Fair enough. Really is a lot of moths. Okay. Okay, now we're in here. This is where we need to send Hewie, right? I think Hewie comes in down in the basement from memory. If I shut this door, can I shut this door? Can I shut this door? I think I gotta, yeah, gotta stand in exactly the right spot. Okay. And then if I go down here, there's like a fence from memory, and I need to send Hewie behind it to retrieve something. Unless I'm thinking of a section later in the game, but I think it's now. Yeah. You can see now. That's exactly... There's the hole where he'd come through, and there's the thing he needs to pick up. So I'll smash this. I think technically, yeah, you can actually be safe in here because you can push that in front of the barricade. Looks like a key or something is lying on the ground. Can't reach it from here. There's a small hole in the wall. It could be my way to the key. With the help of your loyal canine companion. Yeah, the game is sometimes, yeah, very direct about its hints, and other times just absolutely not. It's like, good luck. Interact with this 10 times. Have fun with it. Okay, if I save this here, just in case I get ambushed or something. Okay. Okay, Hewie, we're gonna try this. You're gonna go into the hole just like you did before, and you're gonna get me that key. First try, easy as. Okay, go into the hole. You were so close.
Go!
No.
Go!
In there.
Good boy.
That's what we want to see, okay. Don't get hit by those. Quite relentless, those things. Okay, and then if we quickly run downstairs, hopefully he doesn't leave. I feel like there's probably a ticking timer attached to how long he stays down there before getting impatient. So we really gotta speed run this ladder. Yay. Hewie, give me the key.
Go!
Please give me the key. Thank heavens he didn't like run back outside or something. The study key. Okay. That'll unlock something in the study, I presume. I guess we'll go back there now. Oh, please. That is not fair. Are you serious? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hewie!
Ugh.
Hewie!
Come on. Come on, Hewie. This isn't the study, is it? Don't think so.
Hewie!
Get him. Okay, don't get him. Fine then. Hewie, help me. Keep on running.
Hewie!
Get him. Thank you. Just stop to say good boy in the middle of a chase. Just gotta keep going. We're almost there. Just a long way to travel to get Hewie there as well, but we don't want to abandon Hewie. Getting there, we've run a long way. Okay. Which one is it? This one? Yeah. The sounds as well. Alright, the chat says that Hewie needs treats. I would agree. He can get some. Okay. Was there something that needed unlocked in this study? Yeah, the drawer. So we can unlock with this key. What do we got here? The lunar reflector. Okay, right. So that's good. It just means I need to figure out where to put it. Like, where's the other one? Okay. Put down some more chicken jerky. Oh, what?
Come on.
Is he? He's still really close, isn't he? I'm gonna try and get a little bit further away. Yeah, really not a fan of those noises. And this is the way Hewie can't go.
Come on.
I'll try and feed him something before we have to go running again. Not good. quick. Quick, eat it, quick. Wait. The quick... He's coming up the ladder. How did he get all the way down there? Okay.
Hewie!
Can I not push this? Okay. Apparently not. I was kind of hoping I could block that up again.
Hewie!
Really, yeah, really striking chase sequence, camera angle there. Just him barreling down the corridor after me. Really creepy. And the fact you can hear like the breathing and the footsteps without being able to see the stalker, I think, is incredibly crucial to this game's atmosphere. Okay, where does that lunar reflector go? Where does that lunar reflector go? I'm trying to catch my breath here. Okay. Let's barrel on through. I do really like the way each, like, as a space, like the castle is yeah, really well presented, really well thought through. Every room feels fairly distinct. I think it's outside that it gets a bit harder to judge, but like I tend to remember where to go if I'm inside a room. Sometimes out in the garden it can get quite difficult, but mostly as well, like the camera angles are actually like cueing me in to remember a room. Like I remember this room because it's got this panning shot of the balcony here as we run around it. Is another sort of mental way to map out a space like this. I think it's quite cool, the effect that the camera angles do have on such like a variety of things. And for as much as I love like modern camera angles and the fact that like in a third-person game you can like direct the camera how you like, having the control taken away from you is a really powerful statement, I think, and it does a lot to really disempower you and make you feel really quite vulnerable. Something very special about it, and about these kinds of the really thoughtfully considered rooms and how they're presented and how they actually unfold visually. Like spiraling down, like this room itself sort of feels like a spiral, the way the camera follows Fiona. It's really fiendishly clever, all things considered. I'm just gonna check up the back here. I'm wondering if it is up here. No idea where Hewie's off to now again. We'll see how we do. There is something up here, I just always forget what it is. So I'm just gonna have to double check this one more time. A generator that lowers the drawbridge, right? Clamp is fixed to a wire winding device. I hit it with enough force. Kick it a few times. Perfect. That is actually what we had to do. But the temptation was to like try kick it once though. Like kick it once and then be like, oh, that didn't work, so I better go try something else. Okay, then At least he didn't come up the ladder way, so I actually have a way to escape. And I do like how he calmly takes the ladder down every time there's a ladder offered, but he's more than happy to like leap a story or two if he really feels like it. I can't call for Hewie on the ladder. As we all know, talking and climbing ladders are, you know, two exclusive actions.
Hewie!
Help me, Hewie. No, wait, I want to go back upstairs. What am I doing?
Hewie!
Go, 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 go. It might not be scary per se, but
Hewie!
I still feel like there's a lot of tension. I might be very jaded, but yeah, this game's chase sequences still you know, make me sit up straight and go, all right, we really gotta get moving here. Okay, fingers crossed this is actually unlocked. Sure is. There's a puzzle in here, isn't there? I think we gotta move this in exactly the right way. Yeah. Can I sneak through here? No, not quite. I think if I leave and re-enter, the room resets itself. So we will have to figure out. Yeah. Okay. So I think we've got to line each thing up with their blocks. Like we got to put everything together. But I think I've already started it wrong, so I'm going to leave and come back in and hope that that resets it. Come back in. Yeah, okay. I think if I push this all the way across. So that goes there. Wait, is there anything else upstairs? Before I mess around with anything else. And I think this is one of the puzzle rooms where the stalker actually doesn't attack you, which is nice. Right, there's another staircase down, which would have been important to recognize before. And then push these ones into place. It's really hard to tell with the depth perception, but I think that's right. See if I can push that any further along. No, okay, and then we'll quickly shove this along. I'm trying to think how much longer I'll play for. Probably just another 20 minutes. I'll give my voice a break after that. Yeah, it's been so much fun to stream again. It's been so nice to actually, yeah, feel like I'm making progress on something, which is good. Just keep the little things in mind. Cool, and then I run around here, push this in. Sorry, Hewie. Pushing going on. Oh, I still stuffed this up though. Didn't I? Need to get back into watching these. Still need to catch up on the Homecoming fun times. It was certainly a time, alright. The way that stream ended was hilariously true to form. Yeah, I do hope you enjoy watching them. Yeah, it was exactly what one would expect. But yeah, there's, you know, a surprising amount to talk about, and like surprising amount to praise at a few really specific moments. It's like but it still felt to me, yeah, like it had the same like Silent Hill origin syndrome, where it's like, this could have been way better, but it just It just wasn't. It just didn't come together the way that I think it probably came together on paper. Company is hosting a conference in a few weeks. Having to watch and catch up in the hotel room while ignoring people. Well, you know, happy to be the excuse. Well, happy to be the excuse. So if I push this one along, instead of pushing it... Yeah, right. Instead of pushing it in... Put that there for a second. Run around here. I'm sure this is incredibly riveting gameplay for anyone who's watching. I'm sure you're on the edge of your seat right now. Just lots of pushing. It is nice how that does get reset every time you exit the room. It would be unbearable if you had to if it just came out with "you failed." Load your save. I think if I push this out a little bit. Cool. Red dripping blood in-game scene. Yeah, you you suck. Wow, you really thought you could solve that puzzle, didn't you? But you couldn't, so... Yeah, sucks to be you, I guess. You just lost half an hour of gameplay, so... Yeah. Nice try. Nice try. But you're obviously, yeah, not a seasoned enough survival horror gamer. I would love, just for a horror game, just randomly, only in the puzzle sections, just to be like the smug prick about you failing. Just like, wow, you know, that was meant to be an easy one, but no, apparently not. But whenever you die in combat, it's like, you know, the same old like game over screen. Yeah, that should be a thing. It's like, gee, you know, I really thought you had that one. Red blood, yeah, your IQ is room temperature. It's absolutely punishing. That'll be the true psychological horror of whatever game that's in. Oh yeah, I'll have to feature that in the game. Okay, I think that should be it. Okay, I actually got it this time. Is this where we need to put the reflective mirror thing? No, okay. Another Ouroboros there. We love the Ouroboros motif. It's in every horror video game apparently. Okay, yes, there's the other thing. If your architect made that, he isn't questioning the painted fake doors. No, that's true. He would just be like, ah, yeah, no, that's a totally you move there. 100% like on brand. Oh no, emulator. Okay, and then if I wonder what this device is for. Looks like a pivot at the base. Cool, that goes there. And we'll align this one as well. Oops. Oops. There we go. Should be aligned now. I really got to get me one of these in my house. That would be, yeah, absolutely ideal. It's like, a guest is like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, yeah. Here, take this reflective mirror piece. Good luck. Yeah. Don't you have? Yeah, no, I think I'm behind the times on that one, I think. I missed out. Doesn't everyone? Yeah, don't worry. I'll pause the movie. It might take you half an hour to solve this puzzle, but you know, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I feel like I actually need Hewie down here. Path beyond is the road of darkness. Go not without a guide, lest you lose yourself to the darkness within. Don't you guys have phones? This has to mean something, but what? It means we need the dog, Fiona. We need to go back and get the dog. Because he'll growl whenever it's like a room full of tiles, I seem to remember. And he will growl if we stand on the wrong... if we look like we're going to stand on the wrong tile. And I think he will just lead us safely through. Hewie he just knows. He's just got that intuitive sense. Wait, does this door unlock? This has got to be the door out into the garden area, right? From memory? Yes.
Come on.
Okay, so we can take Hewie through this way.
Come on.
I actually know where he is. Presume he's still up and around here somewhere. I wanted to do, yeah. He does. We love Hewie. Hewie is the best character. He's also, yeah, like, I really am struggling to think of like another dog in video games that is as cool as Hewie is. And just, like, is so significant to the gameplay. He's just, yeah, like, he's a central component of the game. See, I would have thought I would have left him up here, but I guess he moved. Tales of Vesperia, I haven't played that one, but if it's got a good dog in it, it must be good. Are they central to the, like, to the gameplay? They sort of feature large in the actual context of playing it? Dog is a main character from the start in a JRPG. Okay, that's pretty awesome.
Come on.
Absolutely ideal. Okay, this way.
Come on.
Purple character in combat, very big part of the main character's arc as a companion. Okay, I feel like I definitely need to play it just for the dog. Where is he?
Come on.
Hewie, where the heck did you go? It's unusually quiet. I don't like it.
Come on.
Hewie?
Good boy.
Yes. Okay, let's go. Hopefully he doesn't come and ambush us. That'd be nice.
Come on. Come on. Good boy.
Just so nice to be nice. Just be nice to the dog. Okay. Let's save it again here just because we got Hewie this time. Took me 4 minutes to find him.
Come on. Come on.
Did Hewie just eat that again? Okay. Huey's just really unfazed. Yeah, so Hewie
Come on.
has to guide us through this room.
Good boy.
Okay.
Go, Hewie.
So yeah, we'll follow Hewie through. I think is what we have to
Go,
do.
Hewie.
Where he goes, I go. I can't remember if it's instant death or not, but I don't think it's good. Probably is instant death knowing this. Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Hewie.
Get a pat for that. We're not dead yet.
Go, Hewie.
Let's go again. You get a treat at the end. Fall down to the pit and goes coast clear. Whoa, what's he doing? Okay. That was really dodgy, Hewie.
Go, Hewie.
I want you to lead me through the path, Hewie. I don't want that again.
Come on.
Come here.
Go, Hewie.
Yeah, Huey's just like, okay, coast is clear. Just go down to that big hole and you won't be bothered by anyone anymore. Okay. Problem solved. I think. Okay. Yeah. Have... Oh. Yeah, have this. No. What? Can you imagine if he led you incorrectly if you were low level with him? That would be wild. I wonder if that does happen. I feel like there's definitely a section in the game where you need a high level with him to get through. Or definitely several sections, but I don't know if this is one of them. I presume it must be. Yeah, I haven't done enough like Hewie testing to know if that's the case, because yeah, like you can kick Hewie. I just don't know why you would. Like anyone who does that is just evil. It's a special kind of evil. You can make Hewie hate you by kicking him. It's just horrible. Okay, what's here? Engraved letters here. To the seeker of the sacred technique of art, obey the will of Hermes' divine cane and hasten to the secret staircase. Okay, a cane. Curious. Yeah, this is related to that goddess statue. Search more thoroughly? Yes. Wow, a key. This room is a really cool room as well. Yeah. One of the coolest in the game. Obtain the Saturnus key. And this, I think, is boss fight number 1. From memory. Here we go. He was just hiding behind the door somehow. And we gotta take him out to get the keys back. Debilitas, I think is his name. Yeah, so what we have to do is you can either choose to beat him up or bring the chandelier down on him, and beating him up is the worst option. Apparently dropping the chandelier on him is the nicer option from memory. Oh, help me, Hewie. That hurt. Just keep kicking it, I guess. Oh. Okay, he's gonna smash it up a little. What helps me? Do I have anything that completely restores lost stamina? I don't know what that does. That reduces my panic. Is chamomile all I have? Onion. Lowers the dog's... Why would I want to do that? What's the point of an onion then? I can throw the antimony powder at him. Okay. Okay, that one's broken. I just keep kicking this one. Okay, cool, and I got him to smash the last bit of it. I think that should be the end. I actually feel like that's the easier option. Like, fighting him seems to take longer, or at least it felt to me like it did on my first playthrough. Maybe it's just because I know what to do. I'm not sure. I'm just glad you don't have to, like, situate him beneath it in actual gameplay. That would be horrible, judging by how my guidance of the AI in this game has been going.
Hewie. He can't come after us anymore. Good boy.
I think that was meant to be the non-lethal option, as far as I can remember.
Calm down, Hewie. It's over.
Taking the long nap, his eyes
Okay.
open somehow.
It's okay.
He's like, I'm still alive somehow. I think, yeah, he just like apologizes. Hewie looks pretty happy right now. Okay. So yeah, let's get back to a save point. I might wrap it up there. Cat is freaking out. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's not because of Hewie. It would be great to have you around more often. Don't feel obligated to, but probably a bug. That sounds like classic Cat. Yep. Yeah, no, it's great to see you. And great to have you in chat. Yeah, I really appreciate it. So look after yourself, and yeah, I hope to see you around again soon. I'll keep streaming as much as I can. And hopefully release a video sometime soonish would be great as well. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting my mojo back slowly, I think. My streaming mojo anyway. See how I do with the rest of it. Nope, he's doing it again. Okay, come on, Hewie.
Go, Hewie.
It's so... come on, Hewie.
Come on.
Come here. Stream's just gonna end with me scolding Hewie. I don't want it to be like that. I'm gonna pet him.
Good boy.
No, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Go, Hewie. Go, Hewie.
Sometimes he knows exactly what to do, other times
Go, Hewie.
he just refuses. No, I don't want you to find anything, Hewie. I want you to lead me back through the path.
Go, Hewie. Go, Hewie. Go, Hewie.
I think this is probably the perfect way to end the stream.
Go, Hewie.
This is like, you know, pretty good summation. Okay, here we go. You finally got it. You finally understood. It's the trouble with there being only like 5 ways you can interact with them, but still more than most games give you with animals, I suppose.
Good boy.
Ability to pet the dog, best game mechanic. Okay, let's save the game, and I will continue from here next time. We defeated the first stalker, so we can move on to the next one. It's probably be ideal if I could break up my streams like that. 1 stalker per stream, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed all the various nonsense and all the ramblings. Yeah, I do really appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, I hope to see you around again sometime soon. So hope you have a good rest of your day, good rest of your week. Take it easy, look after yourself, all those really important things. That's what I'm going to be trying to do. And yeah, I'll catch you later. Have a good one.